Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. The Premier League fixtures have been announced for the 21-22 season. Manchester United will play Leeds at Old Trafford on the opening day. What a game that's going to be. Obviously we beat Leeds at Old Trafford last season 6-2. Scott McTominay made the difference in that game because he scored twice. We drew with Leeds 0-0 at Ellen Road last season. Obviously beat them 4-0 in pre-season in the summer of 2019. Beat them at Ellen Road in the Carling Cup in 2011. The last time Leeds beat us was in the FA Cup third round in January 2010 when Jermaine Beckford had scored. Leeds finished 9th last season. They enjoyed a very good season to their standards. Last season was their first season in the Premier League since 2004. Leeds got relegated in 2004. They was out of the top flight for like 16 years. The season before last, Leeds won the championship. It was their first trophy in 28 years. Marcelo Bielsa though, he is a good manager. Got a pretty good pedigree behind him, used to manage in Argentina. Marcelo Bielsa and Pep Guardiola worked together a long time ago. Bielsa actually taught Pep Guardiola, so Guardiola is following Bielsa's philosophy at Man City. Leeds, they have got some decent players. I think Rafinha, he's one of their best players. Liverpool have actually been interested in Rafinha. Manchester United were in for him last season. I think Rafinha's come out and said that he's happy at Leeds. They've also got Diego Llorente, who's a pretty good centre-half. Patrick Bamford, he's one of their key players. Rodrigo, I don't think he's done as well as a lot of Leeds fans expected. Leeds got him from Valencia. They've also got that Robin Koch. They've got Stuart Dallas. Stuart Dallas is very, very good. I'd certainly take him at Manchester United. They've also got Luke Ayling and Alioski. They're two good players. Calvin Phillips, obviously, he's very, very good. Jack Harrison, he's alright, but he needs to improve on his crossing. Leeds have also got Liam Cooper. They've got Adam Forshaw, but he doesn't really get in Leeds' team. Medjugorje, he's their goalkeeper. So there you go. Manchester United have done business with Leeds before. Don't forget, Alan Smith came to Manchester United from Leeds, and we also got Eric Cantona off them. After Leeds, we play Southampton. That's our second game away from home. And then after Southampton, it's Wolves away. And then I think it's Newcastle at home on the fourth game. But I'm really, really looking forward to the new season. Now, I want to give you some news on Jadon Sancho. So, Borussia Dortmund believe Ed Woodward will cave and pay Jadon Sancho's 80 million asking price. Manchester United are 11 million short for Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho is very likely to join Manchester United. Manchester United are closing in on the signing of Jadon Sancho. It's said in a £77 million deal. Borussia Dortmund believe Jadon Sancho to Manchester United could be wrapped up by the end of the week. Manchester United continue negotiations with Borussia Dortmund over Sancho. Sir Alex Ferguson has come out and given his verdict on Sancho. Fabrizio Romano did say that Man United contacted Jadon Sancho's camp last weekend. And he said Man United and Borussia Dortmund are confident that a deal will go through for Sancho. He said not so long ago that Man United reached an agreement with Jadon Sancho's camp. We've agreed the personal terms with Sancho, and a 5-year contract worth around £250,000 a week has been agreed. So we just need to come to an agreement now on a fee for Sancho. Borussia Dortmund have already said that Sancho will remain with them if we've not matched their valuation for Sancho by the end of July. Sancho already has a gentleman's agreement with Dortmund to join Manchester United. We've been in for Sancho now for like the last 2 years or so. So it has been a long-running transfer saga. Sancho to Man United last summer was extremely close because the personal terms had been agreed, the agent fees had been agreed, and a contract and that had been agreed. But the reason we didn't get him is because we was reluctant to meet Borussia Dortmund's 108 million valuation. We was only willing to pay so much up front. Dortmund set a deadline last year. They said we had until the 10th of August to sign the player. We missed out on that deadline, so he remained at Dortmund. But there's always been something in Sancho to Man United because it's been stemming from reliable journalists. You know, Fabrizio Romano's spoken a lot about the Sancho saga, and so too has Christian Falk from Bild. Sancho's been at Dortmund for 4 years. Dortmund paid just £7 million to him from Man City back in 2017, so they got him for next to nothing, and he's got a contract with Dortmund until 2023. But he'll be a great signing for Manchester United. The reasons is because he'll fit in our team perfectly. He'll assure his goals. He's good at creating chances. He's predominantly a right winger, and Man United need a right winger. He's still young, he's got a lot of development in him, and he's got a very good friendship with Rashford, because Sancho and Rashford touch base with each other a lot. He says if we fail to sign Sancho, we will look to make a move for Kingsley Coman from Bayern Munich as an alternative. But yeah, I think we are going to get Sancho on the board. There was reports coming out yesterday, though, saying that Liverpool could hijack our move. Borussia Dortmund have identified the replacement for Sancho. They're looking at Daniel Malin from PSV. Now, I want to give you some news on Paul Pobga. So, are PSG ready to take Paul Pobga from Manchester United? Kim Pembe says any club would welcome Pobga. Pobga is refusing to rule out an exit from Manchester United. Pobga has had a long-running transfer saga. Yeah, he's been linked with a move to PSG. Real Madrid have been linked with him before. Barcelona have been in for him before. Inter Milan have been in for him. And he's been relentlessly linked with a return to Juventus. He did endure 4 good years with Juventus before he rejoined Manchester United. And it says Paul Pobga could leave Manchester United if Cristiano Ronaldo leaves Juventus. There's obviously been a lot of narratives about a Paul Pobga and Cristiano Ronaldo swap deal. You know, Cristiano Ronaldo could make a sensational return to Man United. Reports from Italy said yesterday that Man United offered Cristiano Ronaldo a 2-year contract worth £17 million a year, which equates to around £330,000 per week. I presume all United fans would take Ronaldo back despite him being the age of 36. Ronaldo is regarded as one of the best players in the world. Paul Pobga, he come out recently and said that he has more freedom with France than at Manchester United. And Pogba set a goal target for next season. It's 15 goals, I think it is. Paul Pogba insists that he's not in contract negotiations with Man United. Sky Sports News said not so long ago that Man United opened talks with Paul Pogba's representatives over a new contract. Pogba's current contract expires next year because last season we triggered that 1-year extension on his contract. We actually fear losing Pogba on a free transfer. We fear that he's running down his contract to leave on a 3. But Solskjaer hopes Pogba stays and signs a new contract. He said that not so long ago. Towards the end of last season, it said that Man United offered Paul Pogba a new £400,000 a week contract, but it says Pogba was demanding in the excess of £500,000 a week. Paul Pogba is our most expensive signing at the moment because we paid £89 million for him and he's endured 5 seasons at Manchester United since he rejoined. Mino Raiola has obviously been desperate to get his client out of the football club. He was doing a lot of talking last season, Mino Raiola. In December last year, he made an announcement regarding Paul Pogba, and Solskjaer was furious with Mino Raiola's announcement. He also said last season, Mino Raiola, that he's got no intentions of destabilising his client's season, and he made an admission saying that he was working quietly on Paul Pogba's transfer to avoid offence, because he doesn't have a good relationship with Man United, Mino Raiola, and he's being criticised a lot. And he criticised Sir Alex Ferguson last season for forcing Pogba out of the club when he was younger. And he did say as well he doesn't give a fuck if he doesn't take another player to Man United as long as his clients are happy. And he says that Pogba wants to win trophies at Man United or at another top European club. But I want Pogba to stay for next season because we've been getting the best out of him in recent months. He does bring creativity to the team. And in some games last season, we put him in an advanced role. He's much better in an advanced role than he is in a deeper role. At one point last season, Pobga was out with a thigh injury for a while and he's sustained a couple of ankle injuries. Now, Manchester United could sign Kieran Trippier in this summer transfer window. Manchester United's low bid for Kieran Trippier angered Atletico Madrid. We had an opening offer of £10 million rejected for Kieran Trippier. Atletico Madrid are demanding £30 million. Kieran Trippier's release clause is around £35 million. Manchester United have made a second bid for Kieran Trippier in the region of 21.5 million and Diego Simeone is close to accepting. Diego Simeone has no intentions of letting Kieran Trippier go this summer. Kieran Trippier has told his England teammates that he wants to come to Manchester United this summer. And the player has been house hunting, so reflecting on that, that's fueled speculation. We was in for Trippier in the January transfer window, but we cooled our interest. Because Kieran Trippier got banned by FIFA for 8 weeks for breaching betting rules. The reason we want him is because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been unhappy with Wan-Bissaka's attacking output. Wan-Bissaka is the only recognised senior right back at Manchester United at the moment. So we do need someone to come in to provide competition for him. Kieran Trippier's current contract with Atletico expires next year. Atletico paid £20 million for him from Tottenham in 2019. He won the La Liga with Atletico last season. Rafael Varane, he's been another player on our agenda. But Man United are not going to be signing him because Rafael Varane doesn't want to come to Manchester United. He wants to join PSG. So he wants to make a return to France. Rafael Varane has been refusing a contract at Real Madrid. Fabrizio Romano said that not so long ago. I can assure Varane's leaving Madrid. His current contract to Real Madrid expires next year. Mundo Deportivo said not so long ago that Real Madrid lowered their asking price for Rafael Varane. They will accept around £52 million. And Man United offered Varane a salary that Real Madrid cannot match. It's €12 million a year, which equates to just over 10 million in pounds sterling. Before the Euros, Rafael Varane spoke out on his future and he said it's unlikely his future will be resolved for the summer's European Championships. Man United have held talks with Varane's representatives. At one point, Real Madrid were demanding £60 million. Towards the end of last season, they rejected a £40 million bid. But Varane is regarded as one of the best centre-halves in the world. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has made it clear he wants to make around 4 signings in this summer transfer window in order for Man United to challenge for the Premier League title next season. And I'm convinced we can challenge for the league next season providing that we recruit well in this summer transfer window. And hopefully Solskjaer will get the players he wants to recommend in. Solskjaer has already decided on his transfer targets. We're looking to get a striker, we're looking to get a right winger, we're looking to get a right back, and we're looking to get a centre half. Solskjaer is aware of how big this summer transfer window is for himself and Manchester United in general. This summer transfer window is Solskjaer's 5th transfer window as permanent Man United manager. But the other week, this was before the transfer window opened, he said Solskjaer had been given a 150 million transfer budget to buy around 4 or 5 new players, and our board are backing Solskjaer with a new 3-year contract and summer signings despite the Europa League final loss last season. To be honest with you, I think it is a mistake giving Solskjaer this new 3-year contract. And I think a lot of United fans will agree with me on that aspect because he won't see out this new 3-year contract. Ole has just under a year left on the current 3-year contract he signed when he got the job permanently back in March 2019. So what we should do is, in reality, wait till he sees out his current contract, analyse how things have gone, and then decide or not whether to give him this new 3-year deal. But next season is going to be massive for Solskjaer, and I think he is aware of that. If we start off next season badly, I think the pressure will be on Solskjaer. If we do decide to eventually sack him, who's going to come in to replace him? I think we need someone in with proven pedigree and someone who's going to suit the strappings of the club. I'd say Solskjaer has got to win a trophy next season to remain Manchester United manager. Because he's not yet won a trophy at Manchester United. We haven't won a trophy since 2017, which is 4 years ago, and that's nowhere near good enough to our standards. I can assure Solskjaer's not the long-term manager for Man United. Next season will be his 3rd full season, because Solskjaer has now enjoyed 2 full seasons at Manchester United, and he has been in charge of the club for 30 months now, or almost 30 months, which is over 2 years. Obviously, there has been United fans demanding Ole out, especially on that loss against Villarreal in the Europa League final. There was United fans demanding him out prior to that final though, but I presume there's still a lot of United fans that are Ole in and that believe that he needs more time at the club. He does deserve next season. My 2 biggest concerns about Ole is that he hasn't got a proven pedigree as a manager. And his decision-making concerns me because in a lot of his games at Man United, he has been tactically naive. Before Solskjaer was with us, he was at Molde. He won a few Norwegian titles at Molde, but they're not a big club. He enjoyed 2 spells at Molde, and before Molde, he was at Cardiff, and his record at Cardiff was absolutely disastrous. He only enjoyed a short tenure with Cardiff. The reason he got sacked from Cardiff is because he ended up getting them relegated. And Ole managed the Man United reserve team for a couple of years, so he watched some of the team grow and develop. Ole is still lucky to be Manchester United manager. With Solskjaer being a club legend, that's what saved his job, basically. Disregarding being a club legend, I can almost assure he wouldn't have been here now. But there is a lot of positives regarding Solskjaer, like I've gone through with you before. In certain aspects, he has brought consistency back. I think he is our best manager since Ferguson. Last season, in his 2nd full season, he got us a 2nd place finish. He got us to the Europa League final. I know we didn't win it, but he still got us to the final, and it was his first major final as Man United manager. Last season went the entire season without losing away from home in the Premier League, which was a record. Last season he got us to the FA Cup quarter-final and the EFL Cup semi-final. You know, he did well in his first full season. Got us to 3 semi-finals and got us a 3rd place finish. I think he has made good signings as Manchester United manager. So far, he's spent almost £300 million. He's got rid of a lot of the deadwood as well since he's come in. Not so long ago, we did release 8 players and 6 of them were academy players. I like the way Ollie's promoted the youth. Another thing I've got to credit Solskjaer for, when he got appointed in as Man United manager, he assured everybody would get their chances to express themselves, including the young players, and more or less everybody's been given their chances. But Solskjaer knew when he'd taken over at Man United it was going to be a massive job, despite him knowing the club through thick and thin. But I think he's handled things pretty well. I didn't expect Solskjaer to do as well as he has done. So in that aspect, I'm shocked. You've got to say he's done a pretty good job to say the current squad he was left with when he got appointed in as Man United manager. I'm expecting us to offload players in this summer transfer window. There's a very, very good chance that we're going to offload Anthony Martial. Man United are looking to sell Anthony Martial. Solskjaer's put him up for sale because Solskjaer is fed up with his poor attitude. Duncan Castles, who's a journalist, said that Anthony Martial has been offered to Real Madrid as Martial's agent is looking to move his client away from the club. A season-long loan with an option to buy has been proposed. Juan Mata. Now, he could leave, but there again, Man United have offered Juan Mata a 1-year contract with a wage reduction from his last contract. Juan Mata's current contract expires at the end of this month. Mike McGrath from The Telegraph said not so long ago that Man United were in talks with Juan Mata over an extension on his contract. Donny van der Beek, there's a good chance we're going to offload him in this summer transfer window, and doesn't get enough starts at Manchester United. That was proven last season. I recall Donny van der Beek starting 4 games in the league last season. Most of his appearances come from the bench. Van der Beek has made 36 appearances for Man United in all competitions. He's only endured 1 full season at the club. And it said not so long ago that Van der Beek was set for showdown talks with Solskjaer over his future. But he said towards the end of last season that we will reject any offers for Van der Beek. And we are reluctant to let him go, basically. He got ruled out of the Euros, Van der Beek, through injury. Nemanja Matic, I think there's a good chance we're going to offload him in this summer transfer window. You know, could Pobga leave in this summer transfer window? Phil Jones, I want him to leave in this summer transfer window. I'm expecting us to loan Brandon Williams out to gain him more experience and to get a lot more chances. Because he seldom plays for us. Williams is our 3rd choice left back. I'm expecting us to get rid of Diego Dalot permanently. I'm expecting us to get rid of Andres Pereira permanently. We need to get rid of Lingard permanently, but Lingard recently told Solskjaer in a meeting that he wants to stay at Manchester United. Lingard's current contract expires next year. I reckon we get around £25 million for Lingard if we get rid of him permanently. Dean Henderson could be going because there's been rumours of him leaving. If we get rid of Dean Henderson, we are making a bad mistake. Because Dean Henderson is a good goalkeeper. Did well in a lot of the games he was in goal for last season. And we put him as our number 1 and he's got to remain our number 1. We need to get rid of De Gea, but De Gea's recently come out and said that he's convinced he'll stay at Manchester United and be Solskjaer's number 1 next season. There you go. And as you all know, Joe Glazer attended a fans forum on the 4th of June, which was earlier on this month. It was actually his first attendance in like 15, 16 years. And he's promised Manchester United fans that Solskjaer will get the funds that are available, and he's promised to give the manager financial backing. Obviously, towards the end of last season, there was a lot of United fans protesting against the Glazers at Old Trafford. And Woodward, he's standing down at the end of the year because it got announced earlier on this year that he resigned as Manchester United vice chairman. I presume all United fans were happy with the news regarding Woodward. Woodward has had a 16-year association at Man United. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you for today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.